What are abs? Your abs are short for rectus abdominis, and they are the main muscles running down the front of your core. They help you bend forward, keep your spine stable, and transfer force between your upper and lower body. You use them for pretty much everything, from sitting up in bed to throwing a ball or keeping your balance when you lift something heavy. When people talk about abs, they usually say six-pack, but not everyone's going to have a six-pack. The look of your abs comes down to how the muscle is naturally divided by thin bands called tendinous intersections. Genetics decide how many of those bands you have and where they're placed. You can build and strengthen your abs with training, and you can lower the fat covering them with your diet, but you can't change how many packs you have or exactly how they're shaped. Depending on your genetics, you might have a 4-pack, which is 2 sections on each side and is less common. A 6-pack, which is 3 sections on each side and is the most common. Or an 8-pack, which is 4 sections on each side and is rare and completely genetic. So when it comes to training the abs, you don't need to spend an hour training them or do long daily circuits to see results. Most people don't have time for that, and it's really not necessary. Short, focused sessions done consistently are much more effective than random ab circuits. A simple plan is to train your abs about 3 times a week, ideally at the end of your normal workouts. Each session only needs 2 exercises with 3 sets each. It should take about 10 to 15 minutes, which makes it easy to stay consistent. Now, while you can't fully isolate your upper or lower abs, you can put more emphasis on one area through the type of movement you do. For your upper abs, focus on movements that bring your chest towards your hips, like machine crunches or weighted sit-ups. For your lower abs, use movements that lift your legs or hips towards your chest, like leg raises or hanging knee raises. For both, do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Progressive overload applies to abs just like any other muscle, so make exercises harder over time by adding weight, slowing the negative, using more difficult variations, or increasing sets. These methods increase demand on the muscle so it grows thicker and more defined over time. The good thing is that compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, and rows already work your core. So even if you're not doing direct ab exercises every day, your abs are still getting trained. So training your abs makes them stronger and thicker, which helps with posture, performance, and how they look. But as I said earlier, it won't change the natural separation of the muscle or increase the number of visible blocks. That is down to genetics. If you're sitting around 40% body fat, you're not going to see your abs no matter how much you train them. There's just too much fat covering them. For most people, abs start to become visible somewhere around 15 to 20% body fat. To get to that lower body fat range, you need to be in a calorie deficit, meaning you're eating a little less than your body burns. First, figure out your maintenance calories, which is how many calories you need to eat to stay at your current weight. You can do this by tracking everything you eat for a week using a calorie tracking app and then calculating your average daily intake. Once you know that number, just eat about 200 to 300 calories less than your maintenance each day to create a calorie deficit. To help you stay in that deficit, make sure you're moving more throughout the day. Get your daily steps in, go for walks, and do cardio you actually enjoy, like treadmill, running, cycling, swimming. If you actually enjoy it, you're more likely to stay consistent. If you want your abs to actually pop and look defined, you need to preserve the muscle you have and build a little more as you lose fat. The best way to do this is by eating enough protein. A good target is about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or roughly 2 grams per kilogram. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, which is around 68 kilograms, aim for around 150 grams of protein per day. If you weigh 180 pounds, which is around 82 kilograms, aim for around 180 grams of protein per day. To summarize, getting abs comes down to 2 things. Number 1, train them to build the muscle. And number 2, lower your body fat to reveal the muscle. There is no need to overcomplicate it. It's really that simple.